lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low. I don't know any road that lead us back home, and I don't know any road that lead us back home. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? I need us to be a little bit high, a little bit low, completely alone.
Hello, hello, and welcome one and all to Paul U Paradox's Magical University, where we play all sorts of games. Sometimes we're doing some heckin' Guild Wars with one of my bestest buddies, Eagle Falls. Sometimes I'm playing some Minecraft with Moonbeam. Sometimes I'm in the land of Nippon, fighting demons using the power of godly art as Okami. Well, as Amaterasu in Okami. But today, we're doing some art. We're gonna do some heckin' art. Let's get our butts in the heckin' classroom. Hello, hello, it is I'm back again. I hope you're all doing well. Let's, without further ado, let's jump into Stream Raiders, I guess. Stream Raiders, Stream Raiders, Stream Raiders. And if you want to play Stream Raiders, you go to this website right here. It's called StreamRaiders.com and it's posted in the chat. It's free to play, and if you want to play, you can go here and throw your units down on this battle map. You choose Paul, you Paradox as a raid captain. Hey, that's me! You can build massive heckin' armies. You can destroy the enemies. But most of all, just have fun. Most of all, just have fun. See you guys as you show up and do this. Am I aligned correctly? Maybe? We'll see. Anyway. Art. So when we last left off on art, though before that... that might be a touch on the loud side. I think that's about where I want it. We'll see if it drops the beat and, like, gets super loud. But if not, I think that's about where I want it. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, last time we left off, we finished making Mushroom Erica. And Mushroom Erica's pretty good. I mean, I gotta hand it to me. This effect is almost exactly what I was going for. And yeah, I quite like that. And now we're doing Infernia. Infernia, as you remember, is the other side of Erica. And let's take a look at what we got so far. So right now, actually I think that's all I need mostly. So we need to do a little bit of lighting effects, mostly on the horns. So I think I plan to do 2 different levels of lighting. So let's add 2 different layers. So this is horn luminescence, or crown luminescence. Crown luminescence. And then this is, I guess, Will-O-Wisp glow. So let's start by picking this color here. Grabbing a brush that's the appropriate size. And actually, I do believe that might be the appropriate size. Yeah, I think that might be the appropriate size. Especially if I do this. So I want to get close, but not too close and not too far from the blue of the horns itself. Like so. And then I want to go back, even though it will be a little bit dim, I do want to smooth out the edges a bit. Oh god, no, I'm gonna need a little bit bigger than that. Alright, back over to this. Smooth this out a little. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. Alright. By the way, I will be making this layer transparent. So, in the end, this is going to be a much less effect. Kind of like earlier when I put a glow on the pendant. Alright, I can erase some of that. Just a little bit. There we go. Here we go. Alright. Alright. Let's smooth this out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Though, if I understand this correctly, I'm probably going to end up blurring the line between the two again, but we'll see. So what if I drop that to 50%? Let's take a moment. Oh yeah, in the dark that lights up nice. That's almost exactly the effect I'm going for, I think. Out of curiosity, well no, that's almost exactly the effect I'm going for. Sweet. So, next is this part. So I'm gonna put kind of this ball at the tip of each of these glow spots, like so. And then I think at half the size, I'm going to orbit each ball real quick. Like so. Because I do want a little bit of overlap. And then over here, and then I just smooth it out a bit. The first lap doesn't have to be particularly smooth. The second lap is for smoothing more than anything else. The first lap is to get a general shape. Ooba dooba general shape. Anyway. And yeah, I did make a Star Fox Dinosaur Planet reference just now. Anyway, one orbit to get the general size and shape, and a second orbit to smooth out the outside. Alright, and then this, you know what? This, I think I can drop to 50% if that I can drop to 50%. I think if I go to here and add, this isn't gonna, yeah, I didn't think so. Good, we're good. If I add another layer of this to it. Because, yeah, two 50%, two different 50% make a much thicker glow. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. They're not quite as, I think the balls are technically at 75% opacancy in comparison to the horns. It works really well in the dark. In the light, you can still kind of see it, and that's kind of good. I think I want to do a similar thing to the dress. I think I want the dress to glow as well. Though, unlike before, there won't be any will-o-wisp balls. So, I think I can just make it the bioluminescence. Though I don't think it's nearly as hot down here. Though it is a bigger swath of stuff, so yeah, I think we're good. I think I just need to turn it back to black and get this painted on. And I think I'm gonna just... There we go. Alright. Continue that curve as if... Oh, wait. I can always come back later and smooth it out. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. 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 Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. 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 And none of this in here would matter. So now I just need to smooth some of this out, like so. Alright. Kind of bulge this out just a little, make it a bit smoother. Probably kind of curve this a little. That's good. Down here seems a bit bumpy. Let's smooth that out just a little. And again, let's kind of take the edge off of this. There we go, that's a bit better. Add a bit of a bulge to this. There we go. Kind of continue the curve here, I think. Kind of make it flow a bit more. And, yeah, that's good, I think. I think, up here, I'm gonna take my own lesson into heart and, whoa. Oh. Undo. Grab this color. No, hold on. Kind of just smooth the edge a little. There we go. Yeah, and I think the same here. Light tends to be a bit smoother and a bit less rigid. So I'm gonna kind of smooth all of these edges out a bit, like so. And kind of the same here. Gotta kind of smooth the edge on that. And I'm gonna smooth the edge on this too. Because light's uncertain, right? Light doesn't have this hard, rigid edge. It's a particle. It has the whole uncertainty principle behind it. It has kind of a softer, rounder glow. It's not quite rigid. It's not easy to pinpoint. The more you pinpoint one thing about it, the less you pinpointed something else about it. Yeah, I think that's good. Honestly, I think that's all Infernia needed before she was done, so in my mind, she's done. So let's go ahead and export. Save. Export. Or I guess save as. I'm saving it to the same space, but now it's going to be a PNG. In Shroomia. How about in Fungia? Yeah, I like that. In Fungia. Save. Alright. There we go. Whoa! Anyway, there we go. So this project is finally complete. Let's take a look at suggested art. Whoop. Save this text document. Open the next one. Get out of RPG and into streaming. Ba 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 ba. Alright. So, Brandon's bottomless bag with Irsa. You know what? Yeah, that's an option. A no eating a cheeseburger. I do like that. A very flamboyant blue Shiba Inu. Quote-unquote fan art of my buddy Eagle Falls. A Vaporeon drinking coffee. Or the iGem heist. Okay, so I'm gonna pick, I think, from the top 3. Yeah, I'm gonna take from the top 3. Okay, so bottomless bag and Irsa. Yeah, sure, I can do Brandon. A Knoll eating a cheeseburger. I do like that one. Blue Shiba Inu. Da 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 da. Yeah, let's go with the Knoll eating a cheeseburger. That's the suggestion I'll take. So, file new. Yep. File name. Cheeseburger Knoll. Alright. And then close out Infernia. So of Shroomlings and cheeseburgers. There we go. Done. Just modulated the intro. Anyway, I guess it's sketch time. Let's take a moment and see how big is that. See what kind of fun things we can come up with. We're gonna want you to be BGB for background black, and you to be BGW for background white. Grab this, background black, background white. Alright. And now we can move on to sketch. Alright. So let's think for a moment. Noel eating a cheeseburger. First, let me look up the shape of a Noel real quick. The Noel. So they're cute little hyena boys. They do tend to be what's known as digitigrade, meaning they're on their small paws with their heels way high up in the air, kind of zagging to their knee and then further up. Let's see here. This here is a good source for their face. So I think I'll use this to get me a good idea of their face. This one's a pretty good one too. This can give me a good look at their legs. What else? Alright. So if they're eating... Oh. One of those appears to be a YouTube link. And two of them appear to be a better and worse version of the same image. Heck. Gosh heck. What? Oh man, so two of the images was kind of a dud, and the third, and two of them were the same. That's... I need to be more observant. Okay, I'm gonna want a few more images then. This one's actually pretty good. Alright, so I've now got two reference images. This time neither of them are frickin' videos. Alright. Customizable base. Yep. Oh, that's a good reference. And then I think this is a very specific one with like armor and stuff. Okay. They kind of have these really over-jointed fingers with really sharp claws. They have very sharp canine teeth. This one over here that I've seen has a bunch of like piercings in the ears and nose, but I don't think that's required. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not required. They seem to almost always have a notch or two out of their ear, and that's fine. They have a bit of a neck mane. Actually, they're kind of like Chars that way. Chars have a bit of a neck mane. Alright. I think I have enough between these two images to get started. So, if a Noel is eating a cheeseburger, I can only assume that they're at some sort of cheeseburger restaurant. So, I assume that there's some sort of table, and that the table probably has a tray, maybe a cup of soda. Right? They probably have like a thing of fries. This is basically McDonald's Noel. This table probably has a pole that goes straight down and then kind of diverts into this sort of X-leg thing. Like so. And then they have this thing where their paws are there, and it just kind of does that. And then they have a chair. I'm gonna want to do a better chair. Come on, I can do this. So, the chair probably has a curved kind of back like that, where the Knoll's body is kind of there. The chair probably has effectively a plate to actually sit on. It's probably one of those ones that is just several poles that go into these little circular bracket things. There's probably some pipes. Actually, yeah, this probably connects directly, but then there's probably like a pipe that connects this back part to that back part. Something like that. So this Knoll is sitting in the chair. Knolls have a bit of a hunched back, from what I've seen. Yeah, Knolls have a lot of a hunched back. So I imagine it kind of goes a little bit straight for a bit and then just kind of starts hunching over to where their head is. Like so. And their head looks a bit like... Okay, we got big old doofy ears. The muzzle doesn't seem to be all that long, depending on the style of Knoll. Yeah, and the top of the mane kind of curves straight into the forehead. So we're probably looking at something like kind of straight down over the eyes, a little bit of a long maw, maybe a bit, whoops, no, I want this again, so kind of a smooth, nope, so a kind of smooth transition down and out, get like a little nose thing, kind of a big ol' Knoll grin. A bit of an eye, some kind of doofy Knoll-like ears. Let's take a look at the ears again. Yeah, there's like a single stiff part, and then the rest... Yeah, and then the rest kind of hangs loose. Yeah, and it seems to be the same in both. Okay. So let's go back to this. So the ear seems to have a single stiff part. It curves down, and then is kind of thick and goes into there, like that. And then the rest of the ear kind of hangs weirdly. Not quite that. That is too much. A little bit of a lip, but then like up to there. Something like that. It's murder. And then kind of the same... Well, it would come from there though. So kind of the same thing there. And then they'd have a little bit of a mane going down their neck. Probably down their entire back. Though I will be putting clothing on this guy, so we probably won't have to worry about that too much. So let's take another look at the source for the maw shape. Okay. So it would kind of loop down and up from the nose. And then it kind of has this like open part. Okay, I guess it depends on the face shape. So let's jump back to this real quick. I need a little thicker. Alright. So, a little bit of this. Whoops. So coming from here. Probably a little bit of that going up into this. Something like that, maybe. Alright, back to my references. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the chin would stick out a bit. Alright, alright. So a little bit of that going to the neck. And the neck is again kind of hunched and long. And I think about here we reach the body proper and it probably gets a little bit thicker. Absolutely. Absa-heckin-lutely. We have like some sharp teeth. These are some carnivore teeth here. They want that delicious meat on a bun. They want their manwich, please. Alright. So their hands are these... Oh! Stream Raiders first. Let's jump over to Stream Raiders real quick. Alright. I am alone. That sucks. I don't see enemies, so I'm just gonna speed me. Let's go. I am live. Yes. Alright. So I'm going to that guy. Okay, so all the buildings are gonna hiccup new enemies every so often. I seem to be trying to defeat the building. I have defeated one building. Meanwhile, minions are still being hicked up. The buildings seem to be rotating, and I'm dead. Kinda saw that coming. Alright. Well, that's fun. Let's try that again. I'm gonna put down the flying rogue. And I'm gonna want people to, again, cluster around me. Put do nots here and here. And if you want to join us, you can go to Stream Raiders. It's free to play and works on most website or browsers and devices. StreamRaiders.com. You can choose me to be one of your raid captains, and when you do, you'll have access to this battle map right here. And you can place a unit down once every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6 if you stay on top of things. Come build for me a huge heckin' army. Destroy all the enemies, but most of all, have fun. Let's get back to art. Let's get back to telling YouTube we're still listening. Alright, back to art. Can this thing close without destroying everything I care about? Hold on. Yes, it can. Okay, good. Good. One less window to worry about. Okay. So, clearly, the burgers here burger's right here. Meat patty kind of sticks out of the burger a little. There's the hint of cheese. There's probably some sort of leafy thing here. This is one of them deluxe burgers. Definitely it's a sesame seed bun. And this guy's so excited, he's probably gonna be holding it with both hands. Let's take another look at Knoll Arms. So, Knoll Arms, other than being muscular and bulky as heck, seem to be about the same as human arms. The real difference, other than, again, the musculature, seems to come into the fingers. The fingers and the hands are exaggerated as heck, and they have huge, massive claws. Okay. So let's start with that. Let's start with the hands. So I'm gonna say you probably have a claw here holding the burger. You have your thumb claw here probably holding the burger. You got like your massive first digit. Thumbs have fewer visible digits. So here's the thumb's kind of second visible digit. This has a second visible digit, and then like a third visible digit, and then it all kind of connects. There's probably another claw hanging here, and the same sort of thing. Here's one digit, here's another digit, here's the third digit. This hand is hecking huge. Just holding it from the back, probably elbows on the table, let's be honest. I don't think Knolls are known for their table manners. So I think their elbow, actually I think their elbow wants to hang on the table, but because of kind of how long their neck is, it doesn't really get the chance to. You know what? Yeah, I think one hand is more than enough. I think the other hand is laying on the table. So, just kind of, see, one here, one, yeah, just kind of laying across to here. Big ol' hand. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to want to fix the legs. Now that I got a general idea for everything else, I'm definitely going to want to go back and repair the legs. Because those legs were somewhat decent before I had the rest of this kind of blueprinted. And actually, I think I'm going to want to change the table to fit perspective as well. There's a lot here that's going to need to change to fit perspective. Perspective is one of those art things that's really annoying to do sometimes. So, all I can say is that this needs to be flatter. This side needs to go up. This side can probably stay the same. Just kind of rotate the table. As for down here, though, we can probably... So, wherever this is, it goes down with a straight pipe that goes to about, but not quite, floor level. We'll see this thing kind of go the rest of the way, make contact with the ground, and kind of go back under. And then kind of the same thing on the other side. Like so. And then we can kind of get the idea that there's another one doing the same thing over there. But because of our angle, it's going to be a bit flatter. So probably something like that. And then the same sort of thing here. That way we do have some tilt. We do have some small amount of tilt. We don't really see it much, but we do have it. And that will give us more room to develop these legs. If this table is just a little bit flatter. I'm gonna say probably doesn't even come to their gut nearly that much. That might be underselling how flat I want this table by the time we're done. In fact, we may just want to erase and redraw the entire table. Hold on. I can't really figure out what to do with this other arm until we got the table. Same with your chest, actually. In fact, yeah, let's just redo all of this from the ground up with the table. This is just the sketch layer, but honestly, if you don't start with a good foundation, everything else is gonna kind of suffer because of it. So let's get that good foundation. So let's see here. So let's actually start with another layer real quick. You could expect the table to lay flat basically at that layer. So what we're going to want is to curve slightly below that line. Curve slightly above that line. And then reconnect. And if I've done that right, this should be more or less at the middle, which it is. The table itself should be more or less flat, which to a degree it is. And now the more stylistic stuff, the tray and stuff, we can still add. So the tray can still be here. The tray is only this big now though. The fries are going to have a little more depth to them than before. The drink is going to probably be over here a bit, and it's going to have a bit more verticality to it, I think. Let's do it this way. Let's have a bit of this here. And you know what? Knolls are big. Let's say the knoll got a large. Not quite. So this can still be the top. But I need to be careful. Let's say straight up-ish. And then this kind of curves down towards it. Like so. And then of course we got the straw. Alright, so their actual foot paw is probably touching the ground around here. Their back heel probably gets that to there. Their leg kind of shoots off the chair at this angle, kind of curves back to this thing like so. This thing would probably do that before going through to here like so. Kind of muscularing into the kneecap, and then kind of connecting to the waist. And this guy has probably put on a few pounds, so when his neck ends, it kind of goes out into the rest of his body like that. And he has two paws. I think the paw part of this needs to be a bit bigger. His other paw's back here for sure, and does the same sort of thing. Like that. Now he got his foot paws for sure. That still doesn't look right. Do I want it? No, I'm not cutting, I'm undoing. Alright, so his back goes into there. He'll have a tail that probably goes off screen. I'm gonna have to take another look at how muscular these boys' legs are. Yeah, they got big heckin' toe paws. Alright, alright. Is it possible I didn't make the chair big enough? No, the chair's about right in my opinion. Alright, alright. So, big heckin' pop. Big heckin' foot pop. Not like that. This part is mostly kind of flat. And then it kind of goes up into the heel, which is probably honestly behind the chair a bit. And then it curves out to the knee. Probably like that. And then this part kind of curves up to the knee. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. And they have a big ol' heckin' haunch. This kind of connects to this, like so. Alright. This should kind of bulge around that, kind of retain a lot of that musculature, tuck into here probably. Maybe a bit bulkier than that actually. So let's do this again. Yeah, that's probably bulky enough. So the other paw here into here like that. I'm gonna do a little bit of a trick and basically not bother about the back half. I think this back half is gonna be a bit thicker though. Drop this down a bit so I can erase this without destroying everything. Alright. That's a bit taller and further in the background. Let's see here. Alright. So again, kind of normal to there, and then a bit on the trunk side into the leg. Those are still tiny ass spindly legs for this. Like, I may have to draw the entire top all over again.
I'll be dreaming. I'll be dreaming. I'll be dreaming.
This boy is just too stupidly massive for the set I've drawn him in. Alright. You know what? There's nothing on this side. I think I'm just gonna erase the whole scene and start from scratch again. So, goodbye scene. Alright. So, I think I'm going to make a proto sketch. And the proto sketch is going to just have basic composition. And then I'm going to have a detail sketch. And the detail sketch is where I'm going to actually start making it look good. Alright, so base composition sketch.
Atoms fall apart.
Tables are mildly large. I think I want the table to be part of the top half. Probably like that. We can probably have this coming down from the table. Have the legs be legs.
Prepare yourself.
Kind of round this out a bit. Have like a little tray here, a little drink here. The chair should probably come up to... Okay, so the chair should kind of go slightly under the table. Probably only come up to about half the table's height. The chair's back, like that.
The apocalypse.
That is not a good chair at all. Should more of the table be visible then? I mean, this is still going to be a pretty big boy. The composition for this is harder than I originally gave it credit for. Okay. I'm gonna call this mini guide.
The heat is scorching. Forests burned up.
Going to go into blue.
The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone.
Alright.
Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
Alright.
The apocalypse.
Maybe once more. Alright. Those are going to be kind of important lines to keep in mind moving forward. So for instance, I want the table to be related to this line. I want the chair's base to be related to this line. And I want the table's kind of lower supports to be related to this line. So honestly, this line doesn't mean much. It's the one that it derives from and into that mean the most. Now, I think this boy should take up about 50% of the scene. So if this boy takes up about 50% of the scene, that means I need them to be like this.
the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing.
Now, the back of the chair can have a bit of space behind it, but I think that space needs to be there. Which means... okay, so if this is the space that the chair needs to fit in, that's not going to be a proper chair. Well, he can take up that whole space, but that doesn't mean the chair part of him needs to take up all that space. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Also, the rest of the back of the chair should probably take a similar amount of space. Like so. So this can kind of have a... whoops. So jumping back into this, the chair can sort of swoop down to here. Whoops. Can kind of gently swoop down a bit. Like so. And then kind of curve into that. The guide should probably be in the back. And then this needs to curve up in the same way. To about there. Like that. Now, if that's the case, it makes sense for the chair to be about as long as the back is tall. It also makes sense for the chair, actually makes sense for the back not to be quite that low. So actually, let's lift this up about the same amount. So to about there. There? Yeah. Alright. Who knew composition alone would make me have to think this deeply? Like, honestly, Noel eating a cheeseburger. Very simple. And here I am dicking around with a chair for 30 minutes. I mean, I guess that's sometimes just how it is, but like, that's a bit sad to me. That I'm just kind of dicking around with composition for most of this. Alright, so there's, I think, the chair part of the chair. There's going to be some sort of pipe attaching... Actually, you know what? If there's a pipe, it's attaching to the back half. And if that's the case, I need to worry about this in relation to the back piece. So something like this, I think. Which actually, that works. Do I want to... I'm hitting the wrong thing. Okay, let's jump back to this, jump back to this. Jump back to lines. So something like this. Kind of divide that section in half. Alright, so when we jump back to this, this can basically just be this part. And then there's going to be some sort of plate on the back of this that's like connected to another pipe. And this pipe is probably going to be connected to the seat itself, like that. And if that's the case, the chair part might be just a little bigger. Yeah, let's eat a bit more of that. All right. So this is gonna go down here. Kind of have this little thing that these chairs have. I'll deal with more later. I think the table is going to go up to here. I think I want symmetry. So, when I say I want symmetry, what I mean is I have this sort of thing on one side, and I think I want to somewhat mirror what I've done. Yeah, I think I want to somewhat mirror what I've already done. So, if I do this real quick, something like that, then I can have this spot right here be the middle of the table. And if that spot right there is the middle of the table, and if this is the edge of the table, then I can figure out a lot more. So let's put a little dash there. Let's figure out the maximum width I want. And then I can just kind of go out, slowly curve it in. I need to curve it in a lot more slow. Actually, is that even how high I want it? I don't think I do. Gotta keep in mind. Actually, what if I make it square? These typically aren't round. Something like that. And then most of this can be this, down to about there. And then actually down to there technically. And then this can go to about half of that. Half of that even. Like that. And then this is just gonna go off the screen, so it doesn't matter. And then this can go to about half of that. And the rest is hidden. And then this can do kind of the same thing. Oh, this is so much easier when there's a bit of a grid. So, yeah, this... So if I turn off the grid... where is the grid? Oh, the grid's down below. Yeah, that actually looks somewhat decent. Who knew a grid would help so hecking much? Anyway, let's jump over to Stream Raiders. There we go! Now we got allies. Thank you, Pew Pew Sloth, and thank you, Sen Horn. No idea how to read that fast and correctly, but let's go. Alright, so the buildings are gonna spit out their enemies, but now we got a whole heckin' army. We've already taken down one building, and we're working on 2 others. Alright, my guy is just throwing scythe bits at one building, while everyone else is doing their best elsewhere. We got a treasure. I think we're probably screwed, but there's still 6 of us, so we got a chance. My guy is just flying around being awesome. Alright, there's 3 more buildings. Only 2 of us, though. I think we're a bit screwed. Yeah, we got 1 more of us after the slime falls. And 2 buildings, and then also some enemies. I think it's cool that my guy's going for the buildings. And we lost. That wasn't likely to win. Still, that was pretty good all in all. We definitely made more progress than last time. Alright, so I'm gonna put... You know what? Let's change things. Let's put my guy there. Suggest that you all go here and maybe a bin to here. And suggest that you guys don't go over there. And if you want to play, you can do so by going to streamraiders.com. It works on most web browsers and devices, and it's completely free to play. You can choose Maple Paradox as a raid captain on this way. On this day, and you can drop units down on this map once every 5 minutes for a total of 6 of you. Stay on top of it. Raise a massive heckin' powerful army. Destroy all these buildings you see. But most of all, have some fun. 'Cause that is objective number 1. We'll be back here in about 28 minutes. Until then, time for more art. Alright. Oh, jeez. I'm still thinking about the composition for this. Knolls are kind of big. I think I'm going to make a slight exception. Yeah. I think because of how big the knoll is, I'm gonna want to push the table back even further. So jump back over to Proto Sketch. I think this is one of the few pieces where I've gone out of my way to make a Proto Sketch and also a proper sketch. Doop-a-doo, 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 doop-a-doop-a-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Okay, so depth is a problem. However, width should not be. So if the tray would be about this long, then it should be about that long. Again, I'll fix the cup and the straw on the next layer. Alright, that gives a decent amount of space for the sheer bulk of this boy. This one should work. So, again, paw number 1 is about here. Big ol' heckin' toes, ending in big ol' heckin' claws. Like so. And then the heel kind of goes up into here. Like so. It's somewhat bulky. Maybe not quite as bulky as all of that. In fact, let's just finish the joint. Like so. But now this part folds into another part. Let's maybe not make it quite that big. So maybe further back and less up. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So back to here. And again, make it kind of bulk. But don't necessarily bring it up to there. And then now we're going to need the next chunk. And the next chunk is going to connect from here to the kneecap. Maybe I should connect that last. YouTube. Alright. I swear this whole stream is just gonna be composition. Ah, jeez. Alright. It would make sense for the knee to be over here. Now. Let's see, big ol' meaty bits. So get this kind of to there, like so. And then this loops into, well, that's for the next layer. That's for the next layer. I can just do basic shapes. The butt's gonna be here. You're gonna loop into here. And for you to be just as big and muscular, probably like this. Alright. Alright, so this is a large boy, but maybe not as large as I originally made him. So you still have a bit of a hunch, and you still have a neck mane. And you still have a bit of a gut to you. I don't know if the pieces mix like that. I think the legs are decent at this point. I just need to figure out how to scale the rest of the body. Excuse me while I look at some reference images again. So their waist... Oh, it's not just their neck that hinges forward. It's a good chunk of their body. Okay, so if they seem to wear their gut kind of higher up on their body... Yeah, their neck isn't nearly as long as I was originally making it out to be. Let's check this guy. Okay, this guy has a bit longer of a neck, but again, most of the bulk of his body is closer to the neck. Okay. Okay. So I had the back of the spine correct. I just didn't factor in quite where the body would fit. So let's take care of that real quick. So this would still go up for a bit and then kind of arch and go forward probably to about here. Just like before. And in fact, let's do to, you know what? No. Before I start doing that willy-nilly, let's get a few guidelines. First off, let's put another little borderline up here. And then in between those two.
Face to face, I found my pain beneath the
And then in between those two.
lost the love I had.
And just to make sure, another one kind of in between those two. Alright, back over to this. Alright. Whoops. Alright, let's reverse this. I need to go back to this. Alright. So, this part comes out of the chair and probably starts bending around there and kind of keeps bending to about there. So, something more like that. To there. And then at around here, it kind of loops down into the snoot like that. There's the snoot. Down and then deep into the jaw. And we want a big ol' open maw because they're about to try and take a bite of this burger. So a little bit of this up into here. I'll figure out the rest later. Yeah, I'll figure out the rest later. So now for the rest of you. You have a somewhat skinny waist, but you can have a... Okay. Actually, no, I kind of need to figure this out. Okay. So start with the nose. It kind of droops. It droops down and back a little, like so. And then into a big ol' hyena grin to the jaw, which is right about there. Your eye will probably be something like this. And then your ear will start about... Your ear will probably be about this. So this goes up and out and ends up being like a little bit of a thick thing like that. You droop down a bit and then kind of loop up and in. So droop down, kind of a bit below, and then in. Like that. Yeah, it's about right. Or at the very least, it's right enough for how much I'm being paid for this, which is none. Alright. I guess I was paid 1,000 channel points for this. Alright. You know what? I'm going back to this real quick. So, I'm gonna take... I took the top 3 options. I'm going to move one of those options to bottom. Like so. And then I'm going to keep the other option. Wait. Squeezies! Oh! Oh, dear, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, my nose. Oof. Oh, my eyes, my nose. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh. Okay, but now I got a system. So from now on, if you know Magic the Gathering, there's a card called Telling Time. In the card Telling Time, you take 3 cards off the top of your deck. One goes immediately to your hand, one goes back on top of your deck, and one goes to the bottom. And that's basically what I did. I took the top 3 suggestions, I picked the one I was gonna do, I left one behind, and I put the other one at the bottom of the list. So now, this will basically make me go through the list 3 at a time and slowly shuffle the things I don't want to do to the bottom, which will allow good suggestions that are just kind of waiting on the bottom to get that extra boost upward. And I think that's how I'm going to handle this from now on, as if I was using that Magic the Gathering card to go through my deck of suggestions. Alright. So big ol' happy, hungry, maybe even drooly. Just, I want that food. Give me the food. Nom nom. Like so. Alright. Now, the neck isn't as huge as I originally thought, which means it can go there, but then... Okay. Hold on, I may need to recalibrate again. Keep in mind this needs to close, so probably to there actually. Alright. You have a single kind of large tooth there. You have a single kind of large tooth here. And then the rest of your teeth are still sharp, but relatively small, slightly clustered together. And then kind of here, again, a bunch of small, sharp teeth kind of clustered together. Alright. And then your neck continues for a little bit, probably to about there. And then the rest of this is your chest area. So, kind of, I don't know. You got a bit of, so, hold on. So, if you were a typical person with that kind of butt and hip size, I would expect you... I'm gonna jump to here temporarily so I can undo it later. I would expect you to maybe be like this, and there's your shoulders. But these are kind of top-loaded. So, while it's going to follow some of that, this part in particular, it's probably going to go into that. So like that. Alright. Whoops. What size is that? 6? Yes. Okay. Alright. So, a bit of a chest region, and then a bit of a gut, Yeah, I think that fits. Okay. Yeah, composition ways that also kind of fits. Good. Good. We finally have a hyena that doesn't look tremendously mutilated by the time we got to the arms. So your shoulders are about here. So this part of your arm. Actually, what? No, no, I'm trying to undo. So your shoulders would be probably around here. Okay, so again, cheeseburger. You know what? I'm not gonna go super detailed. Cheeseburger. For now, this is cheeseburger. There, cheeseburger. Okay. And again, I don't need to go into huge details, but hand is here, grabbing cheeseburger, like that. Hold gently like cheeseburger. So there's that, here's that, here's kind of the interior part of their hand, here's kind of the exterior part of their hand. Alright. I think you are resting your elbow on the table. So we've got this sort of shape. We're going to want to make sure your arm's fairly bulky. That might be a little too bulk. Let's try this again. So keeping in mind, elbows probably here. Kind of bulk. Definitely a very powerful build to your arm there. Again, kind of bulk. Yeah, something like that. And then again, kind of a powerful build to this arm. So something like that. Alright. And then as for your other arm, I imagine the elbow's in the same sort of location. So I think this is just going to be seen there. And then I think, because you know what, I know when I eat, sometimes my other arm is either hand flat down on the table, or maybe my hand's like just kind of right next to the drink. So yeah, I think given the size of their arms, I think their hand's going to be a bit here. I think maybe the drink's going to be this way a little, and their arm's just going to be laying on the table next to the tray, next to their drink, like so. And then the drink will be somewhere more mid-table. And then the part I like to do, which is the main, but we'll deal with that in a bit. You have a second ear. There we go. You got some hair tuft. Your hair tuft. Let's see. If you have a shirt, your shirt probably does this sort of thing. Like that. Which means your hair tuft tucks into your shirt right about there. So I don't really have to worry about hair tuft beyond that point. As for your pants, I imagine you're wearing shorts. And I imagine your shorts probably comfortably go to about here. And of course you will have a tail. Your tail can just kind of stick out through the chair like that. Alright. I imagine your shirt probably goes to about there. And for convenience sake, I'm gonna say your shirt's tucked into your pants, and your pants kind of go up to here as your waist. That'll make things, I think, the most easiest for me going forward. Alright. Alright. So now I no longer need this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Well, that's slightly, unfortunate. Fixable. Especially since I apparently don't need the mini guide anymore. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go from purple to red. Alright, so I want a few more details. I want to try and iron out the final positioning of a lot of stuff. And I do think now I have a composition that fits. I think I have a body shape that kind of fits. I think I have an idea for clothing that kind of fits. I think all of this is starting to get together well. I think I want to start with the chair. So I think this part of the chair is almost perfect as is. So I think I'm just gonna wholesale copy this. Make it a little smoother. Like that. As for this plate, I think I'm going to go down, go to about here, and then bring it across like that. I think I'm going to have this ramp to this pole. Whoops. Now for this part. I think I'm going to make this part curve a little. Not by much. Let me think here. Because a chair typically isn't just a flat plank of wood. It kind of bolts down a bit because it needs to hold your kind of bulbous butt. So, but that's the interior part. I need to think about the edge. Yeah, I think the edge is probably still straight. Though, even if the edge is straight, which it would be, I still imagine that there's a bit of an undercurve. So like maybe... Okay, I got it. So this top half is about half of the thickness that I originally drew it, like so. And then somewhere under here, it kind of curves out and curves back in. to kind of represent where it's going to touch the butt. Now for this part. I do need to make sure I'm in the right general space, but this is just an ovoid, like so, that's interrupted from completing by the cylinder. Like so. Like that. So I'm going to want to do the same sort of thing here. Alright. And then sort of the same sort of thing. Like that. Like that. Alright. If I blink that out, yeah, I think that's a bit of a better, better chair there. And then this kind of connects to that. Alright. Let's jump over to Stream Raiders. Oh my god! Oh my freaking word! Holy hecking, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Holy hecking god! Okay, yeah. Thank you, Corn 007, Pew Pew Sloth, Odorant, Bloatshish, Kuputi, Pepe the Comrade, Up SYC Lee, Attent, Nustru, Somenb, Choten, Igetze, Toratify, Glatiome, Niforen, Cluer W, Miss Etsy, Tuersik, Ieneli, Jazz Eond, Geig RU, Abith UC, Otto, well, however you pronounce that, Eariup, and Bin Stere. Thank you, all of you. Let's go. If we lose this, it will be a travesty. I cannot see a reality in which this isn't basically an automatic give me. Just look at all of this! Just look at all of you amazing hackers! The heck, guys! That's awesome! Holy hacking heck. Okay. Yeah, there better be 3 winners. Congratulations, Abith UC, Cho10, and Nustru. Oh dear lord. Oh dear heckin' lord. Okay. Wait. Oh. Alright. Barbarian. Actually, that probably wasn't the best choice, but it's a choice I made. Whoops. Alright. And if you want to join in Stream Raiders, you can do so on most web browsers and most devices by going to streamraiders.com at the website posted in the chat. It's free to play. If you choose me, Paul Paradox, as one of your raid captains, then you can go to this map right here. This map where you can place down a unit every 5 minutes. For a grand total of 6 if you stay on top of doing this. Thank you, you wonderful, wonderful beans. Build me another amazing, massive army. Slay all the foes that lay in front of us, attempting, daring to stop us. But most of all, just have fun! Let's get back to art. Alright. We're gonna focus on the feats for... Actually... No, I think we're gonna focus on the table next. Alright. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep this part here. Though, I think I'm going to have it do this sort of thing a little. Just a little like that. Like it's a separate component. Oh, god dang it. Please tell me. Dang it! Most of my gosh dang chair is on the wrong gosh dang layer.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change, but in a cycle that
This is so upsetting.
but delightful to live through.
Alright. This is a bit painful. Just like another season.
The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls.
Oh, hey, Seke! So, I took what I thought would be an easy art project. A knoll eating a cheeseburger. I have learned a number of things The first thing I've learned is that I have no hecking clue how to draw a knoll. That has been a learning process and a half just on its own. The second thing I've learned is I don't know how to draw a knoll in relation to other physical objects, such as chairs and tables. I tried making a sketch, and the sketch was horrible. And I basically kept erasing and redrawing and erasing and redrawing, and I had to effectively erase everything and start from scratch. And then when I started from scratch, I used this to try and figure out proportions so that I could begin, just begin to get things almost in the right area. And once I was able to sort of get, and I had to look up a lot of references, like I had to study, like heckin' almost case study, so many heckin' references. Oh yeah. What I've learned about gnolls is A, they have a big old bend to their spine. And I thought that was just their body going into their neck. But no, their top part isn't 100% neck. The top part is supposed to be the bulky part. The top part is where their chest is. They have a skinny as heck waist, typically. And then the top part is where all the meat, all the muscle, all the organs, all the everything is. They are very top heavy. And part of what I originally considered to just be their neck is their top part. And that took some adjustments. And I think I've got it. Also, I don't draw digitigrade legs very frequently. So this was good practice for that. There's a lot. There's just a lot. So I'm going from my somewhat crappy sketch to my slightly better thought out sketch. And then the slightly better thought out sketch is what I'm going to use to draw the actual piece. And I think this is the first time I've needed to do something like that. 'Cause I did. I absolutely had to do something like that. And I'd finally gotten that all sorted out, but I accidentally drew an amount of my sketch on the background layer, and so I just had to erase all of that so that I was drawing on the correct layer. So that was a big mess. A very, very big mess. But I think we're back, and I think we're good. What do I do while I'm drawing? What do you mean, what do I do while I'm drawing? I'm gonna need you to ask your question again slightly different. Alright, perfectly straight down and then slightly in to there. You hear FNAF music most of the time? I'm playing a YouTube list called NCS, or non-copyrighted sounds. If you look at the description... Yeah, I'm listening to music. I got YouTube going while I draw. Is it too quiet? Do I need it louder? Because I can make it louder if it's too quiet. No? Okay. Because, yeah, the idea is there's typically an amount of dead air inherent to me drawing, just because there's going to be a lot of times where I'm just kind of concentrating pretty heckin' hard. And when that happens, it's kind of good to have background music. Aha. Oh, thank you, Jess the Wolf Pup, for watching. Hello! So, I'm working on what was supposed to be a somewhat easy piece, and has become a little bit of a nightmare. Doing pretty good, let's see. Perpendicular, and then a slight inward. Alright. And then I jump over to the eraser, and I erase the same sort of amount. Alright. And then kind of the same sort of stubbed cup. So a little bit of this, like this. About this. Anyway, right now I'm working on a sketch layer. And from the sketch layer, I will make the actual piece itself. The subject, by the way, is kind of a silly one. I don't remember who suggested it, but someone at some point suggested a knoll eating a hamburger. So I'm basically drawing a knoll at like Burger King or McDonald's or something. And I am learning basic knoll anatomy. I am learning a hecking lot about composition. I don't think I've had this many pieces to an art project before. Oh, Elderkin's raiding me! Oh my gosh! Welcome, Elderkin! Also, that posted a lot of things. Hold on. So, Elderkin raided with 4 people. Hello, all 4 of you. As the message said, please click the thing twice to become quote-unquote proper viewers. Good to see you. Jess Pup redeemed second. By the way, your points will now be forever altered to not be an even number of 10. So, congratulations on your first and second redeems. Let's see here, though. Good to see you, all of you. Hey, Elderkin. Let's see here. I need to get the music back up and running, but right now I'm kind of gushing over your raid, so I guess that's fine for now. Shouted you out. You were playing Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise. Fuzzbell. So what is Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise? Is it something for lack of a better word, naughty? Is it something that's is it like Goose Game? Is it like the Goose Game where you're just being a jerk to everyone? Is that what's going on? You thought I was a good person? Wait, I'm confused. What did I do? Uh-oh. It's like Dead by Daylight, but with Care Bears. Oh, no. Oh no, really? Oh yeah, that! Well, you just have to redeem first and second a few times and you'll get back to an even interval of 10. Yeah. Welcome to Paul's classroom, where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right. The points are like the mints they leave on your pillow when you visit a hotel. Completely pointless. Or maybe like the Bible they leave at the end table at a hotel. Anyway. Trust no one. But yeah. I just thought it was funny to make the first command worth 1 point and the second command worth 2 points. Anyway. You fell into my trap. Anyway, I gotta get back to art. So let's get the music back up and running. YouTube gives us occasional music breaks. Though, as a little bit of an aside, someone asked whether or not I had something going in the background because of the music. I don't have anything going on in the background because of music, but I do have this going on in the background because I'm addicted and I play it all the hecking time. And so I was playing this while I was waiting for stream to start, and I will be playing this later today. In case you're curious, this is Guild Wars. Anyway, but back to art. I am so addicted to Guild Wars. I love it so much. Anyway, I don't need this right now.
Elderkin115 suggests that you draw Ursa and her amazing heist at the government building.
Ursa? Okay, Elderkin. That's a good suggestion. Slight problem. It's already been suggested. That exact suggestion was suggested by Hyde. Which means I think I'm gonna have to redeem your points. Yeah, Tanner really wanted me to draw art of that. So yeah, it's on the list. Don't worry, buddy, it's on the list. I am going to have to go back though. Yeah. So, well, either you should suggest something else, or at the very least, I'm redeeming your, refunding your points. Go into channel, go into moderation mode, which will give me the option shortly. Alright, moderation mode active. Alright. Let's see here. Channel point here we go. Reward queue. Open up the reward queue. Let's see here. Scroll to the bottom. I would like to reject and refund. So you should have the points back. And, oh yeah, first and second should be set to, should probably be set to, auto accept. Someone suggested a Vaporeon drinking coffee. You did emote only, chat! You slight fiend. You mildly slight fiend. By the way, don't worry, emote only chat will go back to being normal chat in an amount of time. How long is that? Oh yeah, we're already about 1/4 of the way through the timer. Ah, jeez. Undo. Back to this. So something like this. same sort of thing here. That's a lot of cry emotes. You're crying over spilt cheese. A lot of cute little pug faces poking out of nowhere to say hi. Did the music stop again? Is YouTube checking us again? No, YouTube isn't checking us again. It's just taking a while to load. Okay, how did I do it in my sketch? I think the vanishing point... I think the vanishing point is the center of the table. Or, yeah, the vanishing point is somewhere here, I think. So... I think what I'm doing here then... Whoops. I think what I'm doing here then... is, let's see here. There we go. Emote only mode has ended. Alright. So probably about here. And then kind of the same there. Ah, jeez. Alright, right about here. Let's go, you're mad. You did not mean to redeem. Oh no. I didn't know you did that by accident. I thought you were being a goof. Oh wait, that's right. That's right. Probably twice as far. And then same elevation, but it doesn't fully tuck in. So a little closer to parallel. So to there. Unfortunately, that's an auto redeem, so I can't refund those points. Wait. Oh, someone else did emote only chat again. Alright, Suke. I guess someone can just brick this room and make it unable to be anything but emote only chat. I didn't really consider that possibility. But if you have the points and that's how you want to waste them, or use them rather, I'm not going to be upset. There we go. That adds an element of 3D-ness to it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna focus on the table now. Tables are usually somewhat thick. Let's chop this down about as to there. Alright, I can get rid of this for a moment. make sure that this is at least parallel, at least pretty parallel. Oh my gosh! Okay, so many chats. We got pugs, we got cries, we got more pugs, we got rainbow hearts, we got someone who just put an epic earth tank on the battlefield. Thank you, thank you. Emote only mode disabled. You just bought it again to flex your emotes. Yeah. You're still mad. I'm sorry, Elderkin. I can't fix it. If you click... You know what? You know what? You know what? Like, think about it this way, though. You click on the thing. It shows the list. You click on the item from the list. It shows you at full screen. And then you click redeem. At that point... By the way, I'm not actually redeeming that. That was an example. But like at that point, you've actually had plenty of time to triple check what you've clicked and plenty of time to read through it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to, oh, it's the lamb from Cult of the Lamb? Oh, I see, I see. I see, I see. Alright. From this distance, it looks like a pug, but yeah, I can see it now that I know what I'm looking for. All right. So perfectly straight's there, but we got a bit of a vanishing point. We want the top of the table to basically be there, which means that's the angle we're going for. Alright, we can blink you off for a bit. Whoa! Alright, we want these to be about as parallel as possible, which I think I just did. You're just flexing it because you made it for a streamer? That's awesome. I was recently asked to make an emote for a streamer. I'll deal with the tray last, I think. Okay. So let's work on this. You know what? I think I'm gonna pull this up for this. So grab this, make sure I'm on the right layer. A bit of a curve. A bit of a curve, kind of even. And then kind of the same thing, just a little bit higher though. A bit of a curve. Alright. And now I can remove this. Is YouTube saying, yo, are you looking? YouTube is not saying that. Good. Oh yeah, I don't need... Well, actually, I guess I could help. This going to, but not past the table. This again, going to, but not past the table. Alright. You know what? It would help if the mini guide had another line, which I think it did originally. I need this line to bisect these areas. Like so. Alright. Hold on. Huh. Alright. So from here to here, and from here to about half of that, Or, no. No, not yet. This goes all the way down. This goes over about the same amount that it went down. This goes up to about half. And then this connects to here. Can you tell I've kind of studied how the pegs at the bottom of tables are at frickin' like fast food restaurants? Cause I have obsessed about OCD level completely useless information like that, and now it's actually paying off, and I don't know what to think about that. About half of the dip of that one, so about there. Alright. Vanishing point shenanigans. How'd I do it here? Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. So half up, but also back by a little. And drop that about perfectly down. And then connect you to here. Like so. And then we can't even see the other one. And then I'm going to need to do the same sort of thing here. So, yeah, about there. Alright. Alright. Let's get over to Stream Raiders. This is gonna be another multi-week project, isn't it? Anyway. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Big ol' heckin' army. I'm gonna try and get the vast majority of people speed blessed. And I think that's that. Alright. Wait. Why is there... Oh, I see. Thank you, Pepe the Comrade. Thank you, Senthcorn 007. Thank you, Twersic. Thank you, Chotin. Thank you, Hairgan. Thank you, Hajoidi. Thank you, 84 Sale. Nustru. Urtail. Pairi. Iredi. Watching Soul. Enonst. Kaude. Poethek. Wizherla. Eggeti. Pew Pew Sloth. Mike Small Thing. Arid Wolf. Dinge W. Wolnick. Unrika. Geo Cali. And Shoe on Fire. Let's go. Here we go. Alright. It's a big old two-way slaughter. No, mostly us versus, us crushing them. Here comes the big force of theirs. And yeah, I think we're doing just fine. Oh wow, that's a bit on the loud side. There we go. Alright. And we did it! Alright. thank you and congratulations, everyone. And also, congratulations to... Did 2 people get rewarded, or is the name... Are some of these names just that long? Well, congratulations to various winners of various rewards. Let's keep going. Oh wait, today's Wednesday. Yeah, we can keep going. Alright, start battle. Alright, gonna drop... Oh, dear lord. Gonna drop you there. Going to suggest that you guys stay somewhat close. Gonna suggest that you guys don't go that far away from me. And, yeah. Waiting for the next song. Unless YouTube blocks us. Alright. Here we go. Doop-a-doo. And if you would like to join Stream Raiders, you can on most web browsers and devices. When you do, choose the link below, streamraiders.com, to go there. It's free to play. You can pick me, Paul, you Paradox, as your raid captain. When you do, you get access to this map. You can drop a unit every 5 minutes for a total of 6 if you stay on top of it. Build our most epic of armies. Destroy all the foes that block our path. But most importantly, just have fun with it. We'll be back. Return into art. That's it. Alright. I need to do something with this. I am. There's gonna be a person sitting on it. True. Oh yeah. Actually, there's another thing. Chairs, I don't actually look at as closely as I wish I did. Or else I might have a better representation of the chair. But, Alright. I would draw more to the chair, but the body of the person's gonna end up, like, effectively blocking any of the extra detail I put into it. Alright. Oh, I'm actually thinking... Yeah, no, I should probably get a slightly better drawing of this, especially... Okay, let's start with the foot paws. So, let's see here. Let me take a close look at these boys' feet real quick. They have a few different angles, but they're striking the same pose on this one thing. Alright, alright. So in one, the foot's kind of wide, but I think it's wide because it's stretching up into the lifted up heel. Okay, so the foot paw is mostly just really, really big toes. Just monstrously huge toes. It seems like it only has 4 toes. Okay, so 4 toes, monstrously huge, claws at the end. Alright, alright, alright. It also seems, though, like some of the bones in the toes kind of go up into the back heel thing. Yeah, I don't think the back heel thing is quite as ridiculously long as I thought it was. Nor is the... Well, no, the second leg is a bit bulky. But I think I overdid it a little. So yeah. This one here can be a bit thinner. This one here can be a little bit thinner. This should be about the same though. Okay. And the top of this should maybe merge into that a bit. Alright. So let's take a look here. Let's large toes. Typically it's just a bunch of large toes. Maybe I want to do the toes last. Let's start here. Yeah, let's the back will come out of here. And the butt will kind of go into the chair. Like so. And then we just need the tail. Let me take a good look at the tail. Oh, do gnolls even have tails? This one just has a stub. Oh no, gnolls have tails. Typically. Though they're kinda short. It's kinda easy to accidentally... Ah, okay, that one doesn't have an extra arm. They're carrying an extra arm. Okay, so yeah, the tails are pretty short, apparently. Oh, did I got rid of one of my things. Can I find them again? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so their tails are very short, kind of poofy. Alright. So, I'm gonna have this go behind the bar. I'm just gonna have the tail kind of go out to there. The poofiness can just be not apparent. Let's see here. Alright. How do I make this work? Because those are the right general leg shapes. I just need to blend them together properly. I guess I'll start the kneecap actually. This can just kind of fold into this, like so. The cloth of the pants are going to... No, actually, even though it's a single cloth, the folds are going to kind of show through the cloth, unless it's like a really dense fabric. So, we still are going to have something like this. Pop this off. Yeah. Alright. Now this goes to there, almost no problem. But now we got this problem. So this can start here. Kind of bend around both points. And and head that way. Alright. I think I want to change the trajectory of that a little. Something like this. Something like this. Yeah. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's not bad, I don't think. I mean, there's more. It depends on what I do with this. I think, actually, I may want to redo this part a little. Something like that. Yeah. And then this would kind of try and tuck into there. And this would kind of try and curve out of this downward. Body anatomy stuffs. Anyway. Alright, and that leaves the rest of here for whatever I'm gonna do with the foot. Alright. Thicker claw. It's a heckin' toe claw. There we go. Maybe something more like that. Yeah, that works out decently. All right. Do. Alright, and then the rest of the toe arcs are going to be hidden behind. However, I do think some of the actual toe claws would be more visible. Actually, yeah, let's work on that premise for this one. So, about the same size, about the same amount forward, but hidden behind the rest of the foot. So, something like that. And then the last one will actually be hidden behind the foot. Alright. And that leaves the other leg, which we have decided is slightly inward and definitely upward. Alright. So, inward and upward. We probably want to draw the gut first. I'll come back to fix that in a bit. So slightly back, slightly in front, which means the other knee is probably about there. Alright. Next is where the shorts are. Let's see here. Alright. Now if the other leg is up and schismed back a bit, that means this point would be up about the same amount, schismed back by about the same amount, so about there. Alright. Alright. Now the same sort of thing here. This toe beam is reflected about there. This toe valley is reflected about there. This last claw is reflected about here. Okay. Then this needs to tuck in to about there, using much the same proportions. Like that. Alright. And then again with the claw points there. There. And there. So you can just curve into here, like just straight out. The rest is going to be a bit harder to accommodate. You kind of go straight down for a bit. You curve up into... Actually, let's do it opposite. You curve out of here and end up there. Alright. And this goes to about there. And this goes to about there. I think you go a bit further down and then back up and in. Alright. You need to be redone and probably a little lower.
They say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know?
Okay. These claws are kind of pathetic, so I'm gonna redo the claws. But I think I at least have the foot. Alright. A little bit thinner. Alright. Nope. That sounds like YouTube auto-pausing. Nope. That was the end of the track. Alright. Okay, it goes almost straight out for a bit, and then hooks down a bit viciously. There we go. It goes up at an angle, and then in. There we go. And then here, this went into there, like so, and then up to here, and then the last one started basically directly above it, and went up to here. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright. That was an uncomfortably long time focusing on feet. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. I guess let's handle this part now. Alright. First off, that's... Do I want to lower where the shoulders are just a bit? Because I think I do. Yeah, let's get this line these lines better defined. No. Alright, turn you off for a bit. Have you kind of meld into that. Alright. Welcome back. We're done focusing on the feet and legs, and I think I did it decently good. I wasn't expecting to do it nearly this good. I know it's not great. You know, these aren't top tier feet. If I were an artist that obsessed about and specialized in feet, I probably would do a lot better than this. Yeah. And more importantly, it's a step up from this, right? Like this isn't really actionable. This is almost finished quality. So when I go to put outlines to this, I'll actually know what the heck I'm outlining. So that's pretty good. Oh yeah, also I got the chest a bit better defined. The chest and the lower jaw. And I'm about to work on getting the back, the spine, a bit better defined. I think I want the head to be a little bigger. So I think I'm gonna aim for a bit higher. So this can go mostly straight for longer. But then the hunch is a bit more gradual and ends a bit higher. Something like that, I think. Yeah, that's a bigger head. Let's see here. While you were eating dinner, you asked yourself if you were a furry or not. But the only art you do is Pokemon and Cult of the Lamb. So it kind of okay, furry is one of those self-classification things, in my opinion. So, in the most literal sense, if you are drawing humanoid animals or animals that have some degree of sentience, then by definition you are drawing furry art, just because the whole concept of furry is just animals that are intelligent. However, even though the art classifies as furry, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. that's kind of a whole other distinction. For instance, I've seen plenty of arguments for whether or not My Little Pony should count as furry. Arguments that I agree with, arguments that I think are just foolish, just several heated debates about whether or not My Little Pony is furry. So yeah, it's really subjective is what it comes down to. It depends on if you want to classify yourself as furry. Oh, it looks like our army has dropped significantly. Oh well. Hey, I can get everyone in the speed up beam for once. Alright. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Pepe. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Nice. Thank you, Domi. Thank you, Erild. Thank you, Unuo. Thank you, Niten. Thank you, Music. And thank you, Katona. Quatona? Ketona? Quatona? Quatona. Anyway, let's go. No robots to run to. Yeah. Is speed good in the situation? I don't know. I like speed. I think speed increases attack speed as well, not just running speed. So, if I'm right, which I could be wrong, it is still good. Though it does wear off after a while, which it already has. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I think we got this. Oh yeah, no, we got this now. The top group is about to die out, which kind of sucks, but the bottom group is going strong. And yeah, now we're going to reinforce those last 2 units up top. And we got it. That was a bit closer than I would have liked, but we got it. We got it done, we got it good. Thank you, everyone. And an extra bit of congratulations to Unuo and Quatona. Quatona. And I did the quest for killing enemies. Which, oh, I also did the quest for gold. Let's jump out, jump back in, grab that. I don't know what these do. These soul vessels? No clue. Assists from healing and getting units to level 20. What time is it? I can afford to do one more. Exactly one more. Enemies will be revealed over time. I don't want to be caught in the middle, so I'm gonna place there. Whoops, that's the opposite. That is the opposite. Waza Nor, I'll take a look at you in just a moment. Let's see here. Yo, Raid! Yeah, from Waza Nor, one of my favorite viewers. I'm not going to name a single favorite viewer. That would be rude and dangerous to my viewer count and people who enjoy me. But Waza Nor is absolutely one of my favorite viewers for sure. One of many. Let's see here. So you were last playing Stardew Valley. Makes sense. You mean the fact that I have favorite viewers is favoritism? Yeah, but you know, when you have some viewers who like chat, and oh my god, my head is really... Hold on, I need to fix something. Looks at the camera, sit up as tall as possible. Reset position. There we go. That's a bit better. Anyway, where was I? Yo raid, blah 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 blah. The fact that I have, but you know, singling out favoritism versus like knowing that some people are more chatty than others. There's probably well, whether or not there's quote unquote better than you, you've been very frequent, Seke, and I do enjoy you being here. I really do. Absolutely. You're definitely on the list. Let's see, and you almost got the 1 million for the last obelisk. Oh, Stardew Valley. Okay, I don't know about the obelisks, so I don't understand what millions and obelisks do. Wait. Yeah, no, I don't understand. But that sounds impressive. That sounds very impressive. Anyway, I'm making a knoll that is eating a cheeseburger. That's, teleport you around the map. Okay. I don't know what 1 mil means in relation to that, but congratulations on your obelisk. I think this part needs to be almost exactly the same. So just kind of just smooth it out. I'm doing a bad job of smoothing out. Just grab that point there, drop this. All right. Let's see. Oh! Still on Stream Raiders. Oh! Thank you. Oh, I know why. Ahem. If you want to join me on Stream Raiders, you can go use almost any web browser and device. It's free to play. You can go to streamraiders.com and can choose me, Paul U Paradox, as one of your raid captains. And when you do, you can drop units down on this battlefield right here at the rate of 1 every 5 minutes. If you stay on top of it, you can get 6 units on the field to build our massive as heck army. And you can slay all the enemies in our path. But most of all, have fun. It's not the name of the game, but I imagine it's the spirit of the game, so that's what you should do. I love all of you helping out with this army right here. And I'm gonna go back to doing some art. That was fun. Yeah, so furry is kind of a label you put on yourself. Your art is very much furry compatible. Yes, hun. We agreed. I stop at 3:30. 3:30.
What time is it right now?
3 even.
Well, here I am.
Don't pressure me, hun. Unpressure. Love you too. Do you want my door closed? Because if you make noises... We are fighting nice. What are you talking about, Wazanor? I'm laying down my boundaries in a respectful tone. They are accepting my boundary in a respectful tone. We are fighting nice. Anyway. So one kind of large tooth. Another kind of large tooth. And then a number of evenly spaced, less large teeth. You know what? No, it doesn't quite work that way, does it? It follows the jaw, right? The jaw itself. So theoretically, that one's so tiny. So actually, this kind of works that way. Something more like that. Something like that. All right. Let me take a look at some of these references real quick. Yeah, the references don't really help with the eyes. I think eyes are almost 100% an art style choice. Oh, yeah, happy and hungry for the border. Let's go with something like this. So, definitely some of this action. Only a little bit less that. A little bit more this. There's something I need to do here for this door. Something like that, maybe? Those are some huge ass eyes. Even if I'm going for somewhat toony, that might be too much. Come on. Related to the nose, following the curve kind of downward. Oh, that's it. The eyes would be huge, staring straight on, but they're not staring straight on. So this is another one of those perspective puzzles. Right? Yeah, this... Whoops, what'd I just do? This is one of those perspective puzzles. Okay. So if they were looking straight at me, right? Muzzle, nose, happy boy. If they were looking straight at me, I would draw their eyes something like that, maybe? Something like that. So since they're not looking straight at me, that's going to be flattened somewhat. Bland and pushed back. So if that's the case, if this ridge represents the very middle there, what do I need to do? This would probably... This actually stretches to probably about here. So yeah, this part probably stretches out to here and is following the curve of the maw, or the muzzle. And it probably still goes up a bit to maybe about there. And then I'd probably exaggerate this part of it a bit more. Like so. Their iris part ends there, and they are looking forward, so it's probably like that. Something like that, maybe? I'm not sure. Something like this, but I don't think this exactly. Whoa, that's too big. Alright. Time for some perspective practice. Alright, let's start with the nose. Alright. A little bit of perspective practice. So the first thing I want to do is draw this with head-on perspective as if they were facing the camera. I think that's a bit too wide. Okay, but their maw's open, so... No, their chin is smaller. Their chin is about this wide. It probably tucks in, actually. Like that. Dang it, that's not, this isn't even the part I'm worried about, and it's the part I'm focusing on. Something like this. Doesn't matter. Alright. Next is the eyes. Something... So, this is the center fold of the face. I would probably want to make the eyes like this, a little bit of this, have a little bit of this, something like that. Okay. So it's something like that. Okay. Now rotated sideways across the face. That starts probably about here and would end probably about here. There is a... God dang it. Come on. Nope. Alright. I I do curve it downward a bit. Alright. A little bit of this. How about that? And then this. And then this. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. And then the ears would kind of take up this part of the head. They go up a bit and curve out. And this part is kind of the thick folded over part. That kind of... No, not quite that much. I'd have to start about here to have the thick kind of folded over part. About there. And this kind of hangs down a little, kind of goes out a little, but loops back into that, like so. Smaller. Yes, but no. Alright, let's try this again. From here to about here. Up and out to about there. Starting close to all the way. Following this and going into this. This goes out, kind of looping down a bit, loops, but then is dragged back, like so. Alright. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, now for the other ear, would appear to start about here. Would follow the same sort of trajectory, but we don't see the back half of that. And then for the shirt, we have a collar that goes like this. Alright, mushroom nose. And because it's kind of pushing the mane down, there's the hair mane. Like that. We can go a little bit bigger. Yeah, that works out pretty well. I like that. Alright. We can get rid of the practice. Alright. I don't know what happened here or why. I'm just gonna kind of patch it. Alright. How am I gonna do this? I want the main character to have the thickest outline, but the main character is going to be interacting with two objects. Oh no, are we? Are we? Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, we could use those bots back. Why'd you chase away the bots? Sorry about that. Alright. The rest of this is gonna be more or less the same. And now that I got the collar up a bit higher, the arm is free to be basically exactly the same. I'm gonna do like I did before. I'm gonna focus on the elbow first. So, assuming I got these arms more or less at the right proportions, this part notwithstanding, yeah, that part notwithstanding, let's see here. Something like that. Yeah, actually, I don't think any of that fits. Whoa! Uh-oh, what did I just undo? What and where did I just undo? Ah. I just undid this. Okay. Let's put a few layers of overdoing this so that I can't accidentally undo past that. Alright. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, it's not too bad. Something about... So I think if Slush were here, he would say something efficiency of the line, which basically would point to how instead of making complete ovals, I should find a way to shorthand some of this so that it doesn't rely on a continuous line all the way through. Is it depressed or the press? Or is it both? Whatever. Heckin' music. Alright. I have no idea what to do with this hand. I guess I start by making a good cheeseburger. Bigger. I think that's about a good size for a burger. Looks like I agreed. Alright. The meat patty is almost always a bit larger than the bun it's on. There are other condiments, but I don't think I want to draw them. I can have like a bit of cheese kind of oozing off of bits like that. Yeah, I can add cheese. Sesame seed bun. You know what? This hecking goof might actually put the entire burger in their maw in one go. They got a maw big enough for an entire burger. Wait, maybe both what? I'm confused. Yeah, I think the burger needs to be a bit taller, actually. So let's remove all of these dots real quick. We definitely need, I don't know, lettuce maybe? Get like a lettuce layer. And then get the bun on top of that. Something like that. And then add the sesame seeds. That looks a bit better. That's unhealthy. Well, you know, big boys be hungry boys. Anyway, this is the last Stream Raiders. He still shouldn't put the entire burger in his maw. Alright, so before we lose horrendously, I'm going to at least thank everyone who did their best. Thank you, Waza Anor. Thank you, Seke. Thank you, Mikes. Thank you, Kojak. Thank you, Refistel. Thank you, Musica. And thank you, Sencorn. Let's go. Let's go. There's a chance! 19 versus 120! We just need to each take down 10 units! It's still technically possible! I can dream, dang it! We're doing it! We're fine! We're fine! Oh, we're not doing it. We're screwed. We are so screwed. No. See, now we just gotta take down 20 each. We can still do it, guys. Come on. Dang it. Oh. Well, that was fun anyway. There was no way. There was just never a chance. Oh well. That was still fun. Alright. I will work on this next week. Cheeseburger Knoll clip. Yep. Oh boy. That was a fun session. Let's jump to closing. Closing time. Gonna mute that. And by mute, I inevitably mean get rid of entirely. Gonna go ahead and bookmark these. They'll be in my bookmarks forever because I never clean them out. I don't know exactly who we're rating, but I do know that this is the message I would like you to use. If you have my emotes, that's fantastic. Please copy the heck out of that message. If you don't have my emotes, hey, copy the words, insert your own emotes, have fun, be creative and artistic. Let me see. Actually, a great friend of mine is currently streaming something called Retro. Not quite sure what that is. I'm gonna take a look. But they're a good friend of mine. Doom Retro? Maybe? Why is it just called Retro? Also, why are they... Uh-oh. Their screen is completely black, and they don't seem to understand. Yeah, I think we're gonna not do them. We haven't done Marzomatic in a while. I'll consider Marzomatic. They're streaming with a pure black screen, so they don't realize. Alright. Huh? What? Oh, it's just a phone game advert. Okay. I thought they were advertising the next Marvel movie, and I was going to be a bit worried, but no, it's just a phone game they were adverting. Anyway, sorry. I know who we're rating. They're doing Splatoon. They're called Marzomatic, and I love them. They're awesome. Marzomatic. Boop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo-ba-dee-doo. Get emote only mode ready. Thank you, every single heckin' one for watching. watching me do some art today. I hope you come back next week when we continue. Noel eating cheeseburger, probably for a few weeks. I hope you enjoy tomorrow. Mystery game brought to you by my boyfriend Quill. And have a great day as we raid into Marzomatic. Farewell, students. Know that learning happens wherever you are. Seek the new and unusual with open eyes. Always be kind, but nobody's fool. May magic always be with you. But most importantly, even if you don't change the entirety of this hacking world, know that you can always make a world of difference for those you help. Bye!